Good morning, everyone. It's Jazz. It's the West Ham Minds channel. It's a new show, Matchday morning chat with me. So, hope you've got your cups of coffee, tea, juice, had a bit of a breakfast maybe. So, let me know in the chat what you're having for your breakfast. What do you like? Do you like tea? Do you like coffee? Do you like juice? That kind of thing. So, yeah, it's going to be start of a new show. It's Matchday mornings. Going to do it before every sort of match day that we have at this kind of time in the morning, so it'll be suitable for some hopefully will catch up later on in the evening or during the day when they've got time, really. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys are doing. We're going to kind of look at obviously the game as well, a bit the tactics, head to heads, what I think will happen, could happen. We'll ask for your predictions in the chat. Then we'll obviously round up a couple of things that have been happening the last couple of days, including the window and one or two other things that are appearing in the media about West Ham, really. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what's happening here. Bobby's in the chat. Bobby, good morning, sir. How are you? You all right? I've also gone full HD with the channel, so I hope you can see me clearly. I've noticed there's been a few buffering issues, especially the last couple of shows that I want to apologize about. So gone full HD now, so hopefully that'll fix most of the problems. If not, then I'll have a look at the broadband signal in one or two of the areas of the house. I think it should be fine, hopefully. And then we'll improve the audio next month as well. Lots of different things happening on the channel, really. So yeah, good morning, Bob. Hope you're well, mate. McDonald's black coffee on the way to the barber shop. Was it just a black coffee, Bob, or did you actually go for the I usually have the egg and bacon with the hash browns, but I have been known to have two hash browns sometimes, proper greedy. But yeah, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope be good day and a weekend as well. No, too early for that, mate. No, it's not that bad at the moment, mate. Not that bad. Glenn. Yeah, I hope you like that intro, mate. Yeah, I used to have it before on the other channel and I brought it forward to this one. It's an intro I absolutely love. I know it's a little bit longer than the normal one, but I love it. It certainly will wake you up in the morning for this show and it just gets you in the mood for the game, doesn't it? All those goals, you got the goal in the 75 final, goal in the 80 final, you got 86 that one, you've got the Effrington playoff semi-final winner, you got the Pi one. So it kind of looks after all the different age groups and decades, really. So there used to be one longer than that, but yeah, I'm not going to go there. That was kind of a couple of minutes, really. And I've got a different one from my Hammer History series once that gets back and up and running as well. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the intro again. Let me know in the chat what you're having in your breakfast. Did you like the intro? Can you see me in HD? Is it much better than before? Let me know. Yeah, I mean, I remember that day very well, Glenn. I was at school. Funny enough, with my best friend who was a Chelsea fan, I was around his house. And then obviously, yeah, found out about the score and everything like that. And yeah, we really peaked. I think that game, I remember, really muddy pitch, and that set off the whole tone for the season, didn't it? I think we went on a 21 match unbeaten run. Spurs actually ended it with a Steve Perryman goal, and we dominated the game apparently. So, God, should have won the league, shouldn't we, Glenn? Tommy, how you doing? Tommy, I'm really happy, much better, because in a way, I'm happy the window's shut, mate. That was doing my head in every single day, not knowing what's going to happen. 1 minute this player's linked, next minute the other player's linked. It just did our heads in, mate. Now the window's shut. We can concentrate on what we've got, focus on the games, the actual club, the players. I think we've kind of neglected our players that were in the squad during the window. We're all talking about other things, weren't we, mate? So hopefully, yeah. But then as soon as I say that, mate, the World Cup's around the corner. Largely not in favour of Qatar where it is, totally against how that went and that kind of thing. I'll leave it at that. That's very interesting to see how it's going to go. It's just all about, we're in a period in history time where, yeah, there's a war going on, climate things, shortage of money, people struggling, and then you've got the Middle East with their oil, with their black gold, where there's no stopping them. Saudi are building some crazy stuff at the moment, mate. They're going to outdo Dubai, or try to, offering silly money for the golfers, for the Grand Prix, other stuff going on, mate. And Qatar they're going to be pumping AC in the grounds throughout those 2-3 hours. Can you imagine what that would cost a normal country? Absolute crazy, man. And then what's going to happen to the stadiums after the World Cup? They're going to be empty, a bit like South Africa, mate, or Olympic pools with weed growing out of it in Greece, Athens. People need to really look at themselves sometimes. The greed needs to stop. But anyway, that's me. Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate, apart from moaning. Tea for Daniela. Nice. I prefer tea over coffee. But I'm not really one of those that I know people I used to work with, they could not open their eyes until they had a couple of cappuccinos, espressos, 3, 4 fags, and then they're ready for the day. Otherwise, they could not function. I'm just chilled water and rum in evenings. But I know some people like coffee, they need their coffee right here. Otherwise, yeah. But I prefer good tea. So what the wife makes is a bit of an Indian tea, really. It's got some herbs and kind of spices in it. Not herbs, actually. It's more about spices. 2, 3 special Indian type of spices. As you know, India is very famous for tea. The Darjeeling tea is kind of world famous for its quality. So Sri Lanka as well. But yeah, the Indian tea is slightly infused with a little bit of spices. Very nice. It is very nice. Ryan, straight on it. Ryan, straight on it. Ryan's definitely woken up. He's had his Weetabix. He's not even thinking about it. 2-1. What Ryan's thinking is we're going to get many clean sheets, mate. Might as well outscore them, isn't it, Ryan? Fair enough, mate. I would take that because, yeah, Tottenham, humans it's natural greed, isn't it, for humans? I mean, I predicted a draw before the Spurs game, and then I should have been happy, and I was. But then I just thought after watching the game, I felt, yeah, we should have perhaps, should have got over the line and got a goal, mate. Yes, get in there. But you're paying enough for it now, mate. Yeah, this is the full HD version, mate, on the platform I use. That's good. That's good. And then I'll get one of those pro microphones, mate, and you'll hear me Dolby Digital as well, mate. I think they got longer times for Mackies, Ryan. What is it till 11 these days? It used to be 10, and then people complained, and it went to half 10. Might be about 11, isn't it, mate? They don't do that full English, the normal big breakfast trader used to do where you had to butter your own sort of rolls and stuff, isn't it, mate? Muffins and that. I think it's all, it's some people that get the double, don't they? The double one, egg and bacon. Oh, not for me, mate. Singles all right. You say that, Daniela, but I'm hearing that most of the squad is fit now. So it's particularly James, who I rate a lot. He's coming back. You're right, Aubameyang, because of the jaw injury. Yeah, you got burgled in Barcelona, didn't he? So he's definitely not going to make it. I was looking at their formations, and we look later on, and there's always 1 or 2 players that opposition clubs always have a good game against you. And one of those that sprang to mind was Silva. He got a goal, a couple of goals, a couple of games away. I think they're going to go wing-back system, and we might match them, but we'll look into that shortly. Tommy. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it, mate. Yeah, not me. I mean, if it's there, I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while. We got a professional coffee machine at home, and the kids are into it, but not me, mate. Not me. Not. Apple juice, orange squash for me. I think it would have, Glenn. It's just that World Cup's messed it all out, hasn't it, mate? The World Cup, the Arabia World Cup, my man. What's beer's going to be out there? £10, and if you say something naughty, going to jail, mate. Not for me, mate. Not for me. Amos, good day. How you doing, matey? You had your aloo paratha in the morning, mate, which is an Indian kind of breakfast, stuffed bread. A bit like chapatis, but they're stuffed with potatoes, radish, all kinds of things. But yeah, Amos, hope you're well. I'm not going to be in the sports bar anymore, mate. No, I used to go in there, and I just thought, listen, I respect the people that run it. It's a great price. There's lovely people behind the bar. 2 floors, never gets too busy, so you always get served really quick. But for me, I'm just doing things slightly different because of the channel, mate. Yeah, I'm kind of eating, drinking a little bit outside the ground because, again, nothing to do with it. Well, it is a bit to do with the prices, but it's not deal breaker for me. But I don't like some of the things that's going on around the ground. I'll give you an example. But I got a chicken burger at half-time Spurs. She goes £9.50. I was the first one in there, right? So it should have been hot. And then she goes, do you want salad, love? And I said, yeah. So she stuck her hands in 1 lettuce and put that in there, 1 tomato. Went to pay. She goes £10.50. So I went from £9.50 to £10.50 because of 1 lettuce and 1 tomato. I didn't want to argue. Completely cold, mate. Not for me. No, it's not on. It's not on for me. It's crap. I had 1 rum. That's about it, mate. But no. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to hang around more with Frankie if he's hopefully there and go to that pub in Stratford, Old Stratford. Meet some of the old boys, a bit of banter with those guys, better laugh there. Sports bar, Don't know, mate. I used to know a lot of people there. I mean, Stell used to be there. A lot of the West Ham. They're not there anymore, mate. And nah, not for me anymore, mate. But you keep going there. They're good people. But for me, it's just Stratford. Yeah, old Stratford. I think I found somewhere I'm going to be happy now. I think, and then I'll obviously, that's what I'm going to do, mate. I'm just not going to hang around there a lot. I love a fry up, mate. Love a fry up. I hope you're all right, Fran. I hope you're all right, mate. Yeah, that was the one, anyway. That was the one. We'll go into it, Ryan. Ryan's already heating up. I'll tell you what, Glenn, though, I just remember something because I always have so many things to say. And after the show, I was like, oh my God, why didn't I mention that? And because I was at the game, mate, their support Spurs was awful. Oh my God, we were singing your support is so shit. It was bad. Really quiet. And I'm like, mate, you've had 2, 3, 4 good seasons and got 2, 3 really good players in your team, including, Kane and people like that. And I'm like, you're going to wait until what? You're 2 goals ahead, then you're going to start singing, mate. And not for me, mate. Really bad, really poor support. I mean, Newcastle are coming. Watch that. That's going to be brilliant, right? So I'll rate Newcastle for that. I always like clubs in the Premiership that bring a good away support and good support overall. That's why I was never really in favour. You can never go at me in the chat. It's my opinion. I didn't want people like Huddersfield, Burnley in the league for too long. I want the big boys in there. Forest will be good. Just missing Sheffield Wednesday now. As growing up, Sheffield Wednesday were always in the top league. I think Derby are not bad, are they? They're kind of okay. But yeah, I want teams that Borough will have a lot of people if they're back in, mate. Sunderland, I'm sure they're supported well. Used to love their Netflix thing, isn't it? Funny. Da, 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 da. Where am I? Lost the chat again. There we go. Good morning, Derek. I look at your name and I think of Darth Vader. I don't know why. DB. Because I could see the name in the corner and I think, there's a Darth Vader coming out. It's Derek. I hope you're doing well, mate. And tell me where Rodney is. Remember, I always ask you, where's Rodney, Derek? You got to tell me, mate. Where's Uncle Albert? Talking about breakfast, you remember Uncle Albert used to always nick Del Boy's bacon sandwiches? You remember a couple of times he makes it and then he goes out the room and then he takes a bite out of it, doesn't he? Great show, isn't it? Great show. Always on in my house, mate. No, I did have an offer from Frankie, very nice offer, but no, what I'm going to be doing, Ryan, is I got home 1 at night, mate. After the Spurs game, I drove and 3 motors were closed. When I catch the trains, especially on a Sunday, the Crossrail lane running, it's going to be a nightmare for me, mate. And then the Man City game and the Spurs game, I ended up queuing up with half an hour to go, which is not bad. It took 40 minutes to get through the security, through the barriers. And I missed 7-8 minutes out of both games, mate. It is a nightmare, mate. Seriously. And my ticket for Spurs is £91 because it's category A, right? And I think all around the ground ain't gonna be much cheaper than that. So I'm gonna be going about once a month, right? If I can, about once a month, twice, if maybe not more than that. So I'm probably gonna be going. Actually, remind me, I need to get my ticket for the FCSB game for Europa. So I'll be covering that for you guys. So yeah, no, it's too much, right? It really is a lot of hassle, mate. Seriously, 1 at night. I mean, I'd work the next. It's really hard, mate. Yeah, that's a reasonable prediction, Alan. Hope you're well, mate. Looks like all you boys are waking up morning. It looks like it's a good time for the show. Andy, how you doing, mate? You all right? Let me know how you're doing. I want to know everyone in the chat, so always keep firing back. Let me know what kind of things you got, because we're building up characters now, Ryan and some of the others, and kind of know what they're like and what kind of banter we have. Really, it's brilliant. It's not good, is it, mate? I mean, it tells a lot about a club, doesn't it? If you remember our support of Villa, amazing, isn't it? As always, really. You try getting in the way to get West Ham. Good luck, mate. Good luck getting Europa or any. It's impossible, mate. I try to get a ticket for the playoff Wembley, Blackpool. No chance, mate. All over, completely packed. You saw the Blackpool end. They had a lot of seats there, didn't they, mate? Morning, Gary. How you doing? You all right? I think it's gone down £1. I've heard it's £6.30 now, mate. So it's gone down from £7.30 to about £6.30. Yeah. He's ordered his Mackies. Okay, let's get cracking with the show. Right, let's go through all the things we want to talk about. Hang on a minute. Right, there we go. So again, like I was saying, that what I'm hearing about Kera is he's settled in really, really well. A very brave player, always in the right place. Okay, despite being in the right place, got very unlucky with the Spurs equaliser. But the way I looked at it was that, listen, if he was completely not there and Son slid it in, that's worse. So I'm happy that he was there. And yeah, just one of those things. And what I liked in the games I've seen him is he's like pointing fingers at people, isn't he? Like, and I love that. And he's saying in the dressing room from a lot of people that he's already like, very lively, telling people what they're doing, what they sort of should be doing, what they kind of doing that's not good. And listen, the guy's only just come in, and hopefully it's a club that he will really grow and reach his potential, which is unlimited for him. He was a superstar kid on the blocks when he started his career. And I keep saying 33 million went to PSG and Barcelona when it wanted him about 3-4 years ago. So what kind of, I think what Moyes is saying is that he can help, because we remember I was saying we needed leaders, didn't we? We needed leaders in this team, as well as pace and creativity. Those three things should have been criteria for the recruitment team, wasn't it? So if you look at Kera, I believe is the fastest player with Cornet now, right? So them two added a lot of speed, a lot of young age in there between them two in their early 20s. And he's a leader. So that's not many people, hard to find people like that. He's got 20 odd caps for Germany, been at big clubs, so he knows the pressure, what it's like, So yeah, let's see if he actually any quotes or anything like that. Yeah, he's seen Kera stepping up in the dressing room, big personality, big voice. And then he did admit that he goes, yeah, sometimes I'm always saying, oh, it's going to take ages to adapt. But listen, mate, listen. Some players are fine, mate. They're fine. Listen, so many new signings have gone straight in and done well. The Newcastle lad from Sweden, he banged in one, then banged in two, then got a dead leg and he's injured now. So really, yeah, so that's kind of that. And let me go back to the chat before we go on to the next topic. Daniela's back in. Daniela. It's a bit odd. I mean, when I go to Manchester, I'm always bumping into Man City fans. So remember, I was at Old Trafford in the box, so everyone serving was Man City. So, and Man City, to be fair, I mean, a lot of you might not remember, but they were kind of below our level or on our level for many, many years. But their support was really good. They used to play at a ground called the Main Road, which was known to, be very good atmosphere and everything like that, really. So, yeah, you don't hear a lot of Man United at the moment. I think they're coming back in now, but certainly, yeah, a couple of games ago, everyone went quiet, didn't they? Yeah, I'm going to follow him a lot now, Ryan. I'm going to follow him a lot now because, yeah, he's someone I've kind of got a gut instinct for. I like him now. Yeah. I love people with pace, I think. And I mentioned it again. There's a break in playing Spurs where he's running with Son parallel, and he's just ahead of Son. And I could tell he's got another 2-3 gears in him if Son had tried to overtake him. I don't think there's anyone out there that can catch him, mate. He just needs to, just a little bit on the defensive side, isn't it? Try to just time it a bit better. But I think he'll get there, mate. He'll get there. Yeah. Oh, you were there. Yeah. Do you remember the last time they tried to? Well, the funny thing is that they half-time they kicked the barrier, didn't they? And then they didn't really want it to kick it down because then our boys jumped over and then they ran the other way, didn't they? What a silly little club, aren't they? Weirdos. I thought it is an amazing deal by the club to get him for 10 million. It was ridiculous, isn't it? Great age, great sort of, got a pace and that kind of thing and talent. It just need to. He's one of those just, he's doing all right, steady Eddie, but I think you just need a change of a club and go somewhere where perhaps you're going to be one of the top players, important, and you kind of go that way, don't you, in life, really? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. We want people who try, and he's certainly not one who is going to go into his kind of shell or hide from anything. So he's brave. He's in there, really. Yeah, he's really good. His best position is one of 3 centre-backs at the back. I think that's his best. Hopefully he'll improve and become, maybe give competition to be next to Zuma in a flat back four. Wing back, I don't know. But in his interview, he just said, listen, I don't care. I can play anywhere in the back four. I don't know if you saw the interview after the Villa game. Very good English, very confident in front of the media. He said, listen, I'll play anywhere, mate. It doesn't bother me. Isn't it great where some players sometimes say, don't want to play there, start sulking, but this boy's like proper utility player at the back. There are a few that I always used to. I remember there was a Chelsea boy. I forgot his name, but he's got the record, I think. Then he went to Leicester, didn't he? Glenn, he got so many own goals, didn't he? I'm not going to rule it out, but although he can play everywhere, I hope he does more or less stay in one position. It kind of is helpful. But if he's that much he doesn't care, then boys ain't going to care, mate. But I'd like to obviously have a reasonably set team in set positions, isn't it, mate? But you never know. Yeah, it's really good. Was it Perisic? I couldn't believe after the game. I asked my son, as I said, he played. Apparently, he played 90 minutes. I didn't notice nothing. I didn't notice anything from him. Yeah, Tommy. No. I live in Berkshire, mate. So my usual journey used to be from Windsor or Slough into Paddington or Waterloo, then another underground train, so about 1.5 hours. But the problem for me is coming back, mate, especially late. It's just I kept missing the last train. If it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, the last train from Waterloo to kind of where I live is about 11. I just used to miss it, mate. And then all the trains going out are absolutely packed, and I obviously got to do a few things to the channels. And then, City game again. Yeah, not very good. So I drove, and I couldn't believe the bad luck even driving back. 3 of the motorways are all closed, mate. I just had to keep changing direction. Eventually got home. Nightmare, mate. But I am going to drive again if I do. So it is a struggle. I was at the Tottenham game, yeah. I did that after the game thing, didn't I? Another funny thing, Tommy, I usually do it near the statues when I do my instant reaction after the game with the stadium in the back, and I walked past it twice. I'm like, where's it gone? I couldn't find it. And I did it near the bell. So I'm always around that block near H, around there. Has it been said before? That's all it's about in the channel. Having a good laugh, mate. That's all it's about. Oh, I need some Robinsons, mate. Morning, Mr. Robert, Mr. Singleton. Hope you're all right, mate. No, there was another. Yeah, he's one of them. Hoof was known a very dirty player. I remember he punched Upson, then he broke his cheekbone, didn't he? Tony, hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, let me know in the chat what you think about the window. I mean, these are the pictures of the people coming in. Obviously, a lot of them have not really been used. And that's a lot of them, isn't it? Downs, Cornet, Areola, Agard. So really, the only people at the moment that next couple of games you're going to see a little bit of is Paqueta, Kera and Skamaka. So 3 out of the 8. I really wanted Cornet on for that Spurs game, but it just didn't happen. So let me know in the chat if you're happy. I am happy. I did want someone in that last window because there's 4 positions we still need, right? Right back, slope wing back, CDM, striker to back up Skamaka. So maybe just 3 then, isn't it? Maybe just a 3. 3, yeah, about 3, I think. But what I didn't want happening, which I'm going to go into now, is getting someone in that's kind of a panic buyer because of Dawson or someone who might not fit, right? That's very important to us. So if you look at the comments of this Bednarak guy, absolutely classless guy. He joins Villa, and then he hasn't got the guts to say West Ham are the ones who told him to get lost, because his comments after joining Villa were appalling. Southampton's a very decent family club. I've always been in the top league. Great part of the UK, great scouting system, great youth development, very, very nice club. And he's like, I've gone to the bigger club. There's no need to say things like that. Very disrespectful to the staff and fans and people at Southampton. And I'm glad, and you can see the headline there, West Ham dodged a bullet, right? There's no way that we were in for him and he went to Villa and he chose Villa over us. Are you mad? No chance, right? Because Gerrard's living on borrowed time, right? So I'm glad that happened, and we don't want people like that at our club. No, we've been stung by, listen, as great as they were, there's a bad taste in the mouth with Payet and Arnie and people like that. So looks like we dodged a bullet, and I would rather just wait again and go again in January with your proper targets and save a bit more money. I mean, money will go into a bit more. It might be an issue now, everyone. The money we've been kind of, well, before I go into it in the chat again, in terms of spending sprees in the Premiership or history, we are 11th, 163 million, I think. And yeah, Tottenham spent 152. So we're kind of up there. So that shows you how much we've spent, really. So that's that one. This is the worry one. And before I go into the chat, is that we have been on that watch list, aren't we? We've been sort of, nothing's happened yet, but we're on that watch list. And sod's law, we're going to have to be careful what we spend. Just when we get to the moment where I kept thinking that it's typical West Ham, the next two windows we ain't going to do anything. That's typical West Ham, right? And then they've got an excuse now. So they have to be careful. But then, why don't you? Well, it's not a right thing either. But it all comes down to we don't sell enough players. I think that's the problem for money. We got money for Duke. Thankfully, someone wanted him. But apart from that, that's what doesn't help West Ham. So this could be an excuse in January where I think we really need to keep pushing on. That is the key to it. We need a CDM to replace Rice. We need. Yeah, we'll put pressure on Souček, although Souček started off very, very well. We need someone who can back Scamacca up in case he's injured, and that's not Bowen Antonio for me. Right back / wing back, that kind of thing. So, yeah. So, Kieran Maguire, who I think he's from the university. Oh, my God, is he? It's one of the universities up north. It's not Liverpool, but he does a lot of podcasts as well. He's really good. So he dissects all the financial statements and things like that, really. So he's mentioning we're going to have to be careful what we spend. So let me know in the chat what you guys think before we carry on. Let's go back to the chat. It's Tony. Yeah, that's the one, mate. Yeah, we're on it, mate. We're on it. Yeah, we're on it. It's another story, Tony, was that they said for now that the clubs mentioned, like 8 or 10 of them, they've got together and paid some kind of fine. I don't know. I've got to clarify that bit yet, mate. Yeah. Tommy, I think he should have come on that Spurs game at the end with 15 minutes to go. Tottenham were all over it, mate. We would have, and if one of those chances came his way, he would have put it in, right? Because Scamacca wasn't on the pitch, he would have scored. Scamacca corner in the pitch, we win that game, mate. Seriously, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. We got Emerson, don't we, mate? We got Emerson, though. That's the thing. But yeah, no harm in bringing. I don't think they're going to bring in another one until Cressy leaves next season. I think he's leaving it. That's his last year, isn't it, mate? To be fair, he looks okay in that back three, but we can't change the formation for one player, and he cannot definitely play in the back four. No way, he'll get done. Yeah, but see, in the ground, I was going mad, and he was very slow in doing substitutions, and not the right one sometimes. So, yeah, he's got to get used to it. That's his kind of game, isn't it, mate? The thing with Tommy Dendoncker was, I was hearing he was going to be on loan. Then I said, that's fine. He's a very decent player to use up for most of the season while he's saving up for your ideal permanent guy. So Dendoncker on loan with minimal outlay would have been fine. But as soon as I heard someone's paying 13 million for him, 3 million, no, we spent a lot of money, and I don't think we had much going into the last day anyway. And look, judging by the UEFA watch list, if we'd gone and splashed another 10, 20, 15 from somewhere, we could have been in deeper trouble. So not for me. We were looking for good loan signings if possible, but Chelsea didn't want to deal with Broja, who, funny enough, could be playing today. Gallagher, but people in the chat and what I'm talking to is 50-50 at the moment. People who like him, people who don't. So for me, Dendoncker, out of all of those, Coletta can't know what I know of him. They want to get rid of him because he's gone off the boil the last 2 years and he's not even in their team, right? So they want to get rid of him. And I think I'm a bit, well, not my business, but some of the transfer dealings Gerrard's doing is like, you can see the writings on the wall for him, mate. Bednarok. Again, is that a loan deal, Bednarok? I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I don't think so, isn't it? So on loan, either of those, I might have just checked them out. Sometimes you can just check on a player on loan, and if he's all right, he's all right. Otherwise, get rid of him. But I certainly did not want any of those permanently, mate. Yeah, you're right. You let me know in the chat. Anyone going? Fortunate kid. Hope you're all right. Yeah, 3 o'clock kickoff. Got my stream ready. Got a great stream. I mean, I've got this Fire Stick thing that works like a dream. Gave up Sky BT 5-6 months ago after 23 years with him. It's the best thing I ever done. I used to be one that always did the things right away, then somehow got into this Fire Stick thing. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. It's full HD. I've got a West Ham channel that was there anyway. I click on it, it don't even have to search for anything. I can actually watch 3 o'clock games on 7-8 channels. All of them, mate, brilliantly. Ben Sports, Richard, yeah, all of them, mate. Works a dream, mate. Yeah, I mean, Gary, I think a lot of it was about the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 players that left in the summer that kind of, okay, one thing we look at is, okay, we only sold Duke for money. But then the other thing that happens that allows you to spend more is when when players leave and then their salaries are gone, and then you can bridge that gap, can't you? So, yeah, Yamalenko, 125,000 a week for 4 or 5 years. Oh my God, what a waste. Fredericks, I believe, is on 40, 50 grand a week, mate. And I know it's nothing to do with what's happening now, but Sanchez, mate, 75,000 a year when he was there 3-4 years. Wiltshire had to pay him $1 million to get rid of him, mate. Anderson, a lot of money wasted there, mate. I don't think we got hardly any money back. Vlasic, mate, a lot of money gone down the drain. Crowell, loan fee and wages is going to total 10, 15 million over the whole year, mate. It's just, but I think we'll get there slowly. I think we're making less and less mistakes. So even though Vlasic is a very recent mistake, hopefully we've learned, and then Sullivan's learned how stubborn maybe Moyes is. Or, well, we don't know the true stories of who's buying who, but at least hopefully they know David knows Sullivan by now. Sullivan knows David by now, and they know what works, what doesn't when they work together. And I think Rob Newman looks like Rob Newman done a great job, everyone. This was his first proper window. The first one came really quick for him. So I think when on this channel, we are very honest and very direct and quick to have a go what we see. No one is protected on this channel. We don't have any favorites. Got to say well done to Board and David and Rob Newman, everyone. Good window. Carry on though. Yeah, don't go to sleep in the next window or the window after, which I'm afraid of. Keep making those clever movements. And I know that FIFA are looking at it, but be clever. Get Karen Brady to really earn her millions and generate more revenue for the club, or spend more money, things like the training ground. There's a way out of there. Get better shirt sponsorship. Tell me another thing in the chat. I was watching Frankie's show when he did the conference draw on the channel, done a great job. Really thankful for Frankie. And he mentioned we need a change from Umber at the moment. I agree with him. I think it's gone a bit flat. And he mentioned the QPR away kit. That looks nice. QPR away kit looks good. So yeah, more revenue, more corporate revenue, smarter ways of investing in the money, and that kind of thing, really. And trying to get players out, still get them out. If you can't get any money for them, at least get them off the wage roll, off the salary cap thing, isn't it? So there is ways around it. You've got to be a bit clever. Yeah, the amount of jokes, Tony, that are going around Nottingham Forest saying, have a look at the team group. Then someone posted their school pictures with, like, when you used to have 100 kids, like... I just lost respect for. I used to love Brian Clough, respect that club a lot, but that manager's interview after they beat us, I thought he was very disrespectful and full of himself, mate. You've just come in. Who the hell are you, mate? You know, he just didn't. He didn't even agree or want to talk about it. It was a game of two halves, which means we've missed a penalty. I think Ben Rama's hit the post twice, or another player did. We deserved a draw, and he completely didn't want to talk about West Ham. He's like, no, we smashed them in the first time. Get lost, mate. I hate managers like that are not really giving it the true picture. And really, Arteta started to do that at the beginning. I've got no time for him either. Just some man. Klopp can't stand people like that. Pep's all right, isn't he? Pep's all right. Yeah, let's see what happens, Danny. Again, football is a funny old game. We mustn't underestimate how much we've spent and the quality that's come in, and let's see where it gets us. I know we lost the first 3, but we've got 4 points from the last 2, and you can, if you go on a nice tidy run, and if you look at our fixtures, Daniel, if we can get something out of this game, In my view, and I might be wrong, I think the Newcastle game will be harder than Chelsea and Arsenal. I love what Eddie Howe's doing there. Again, a huge club. I went there last year, at James's Park, as I said. If we can get the Newcastle-Chelsea games out of the way and try to get something out of them, then we got a nice little run. I know no game's easy, but by then, a couple of signings are coming and had some time. They're blending in on the training ground. They're getting used to each other. David Moyes knows how to use them in his mind and what formation. Then I think hopefully we'll get into the top 10, and then let's see what happens. And then let me know in the chat if you think the World Cup is going to be kind of a rest for us or not. How many players are going to the World Cup? I've not really looked at it from our squad. I'll have to look at it. I don't think Bowen's going to be in the squad. Rice certainly will. Agard is the one Frankie pointed out. So once Agard gets fit, he's going to get totally 100% fit around the time for the World Cup, everyone. So, yeah, going to have to keep an eye on that. Zuma, I'm not sure he's in the France squad anymore. Algeria, I don't know if they're there. So I don't think we're going to have that many players. I mean, Souček, yeah, those guys will be in there. Yeah. Could work for us. Yeah, he's not happy, Brendan, is he? Not happy. Only allowed to spend a bit of it. Talking about Leicester, everyone, do you remember Daka that we all liked and wanted him? He made a mistake joining Leicester, didn't he? See? Said no to West Ham, didn't he? Naughty boy. Yeah, we'll see with Forest, but looks, very early days. Let's see what happens, mate. Exactly, mate. Yeah, what it is with UEFA, again, I don't want to be political. UK and we're not very much alike across Europe for one reason or another. And again, I'm not going to mention Brexit or anything like that, but that was one of the things. Again, I'm not going to tell you which way I voted, but Platini used to cause a lot of trouble, if you remember, and he's from France, and we kind of have a funny relationship with them across there, and especially what's happening with the migrants and stuff like that at the moment, mate. But yeah, they never used to like it. Do you remember when we used to dominate the European Cup when I was a kid with Liverpool, Forest, Villa? They used to hate it. So what they did in '86, the trouble was started or whatever happened with Liverpool fans, but we got done for it, didn't we? We finished third that season. We were going into Europe, and then we got all the British clubs because of Liverpool got thrown out of Europe, and we suffered, didn't we, mate? Didn't come back till, I don't know, 91, 92, 93, whatever. And then by then, we had to play catch up. Now, again, we're doing well. And again, they're trying to find ways. They don't like British teams doing well, mate. It's just one of those things, mate. It's not nice. They are corrupt, mate. They are corrupt. They never wanted us to have the World Cup anyway, mate. It's crazy. Haven't had the World Cup since '66. It's madness. Mr. Mace, good morning, sir. Tell me in the chat, Mr. Mace, have you had your breakfast? What have you had? Toast, a bit of bacon sandwich, sausage sandwich, bit of cereal, bit of Wheatie Bix, mate. What you like? Bit of dry fruit? Let me know. But hope you're well. Yeah, it is. It is one of the things. It's going to put more pressure on David Moyes now because you can't say nothing at the moment towards recruitment or the board or the money spent. He's going to have to find a way of using all these players to their strengths, mate. And if you're going to keep picking Krezi, putting players in the wrong positions, picking Fornells over Cornet, playing Antonio up front, Scamacca on the bench, that's going to make me go mad, isn't it, Mace? That's going to make me go nuts, mate. If Antonio's starting today, we'll go into a minute later on, but if that happens, I'm going to flip, mate. I'm going to flip. Yeah, because a lot of those clubs, Danielle, have already got someone in that thing, haven't they? So let's wait and see what happens, mate. Yeah. That's the thing, Gary. That's why Chelsea, Man United, because we went in for Wan-Bissaka, didn't we? Who supported that move, and they just said no. Because you look at the league tables the last 2 seasons, Gary, we've finished very close to Chelsea. 2 seasons ago, when we should have got in the top 4, Chelsea were 2 points ahead of us. Last season, Man United got into Europa by a point, didn't they? So if I was them, I wouldn't give us any players, mate. Are you sure? No. I'll have a look in a minute. I heard he was crap last week, Stuart. Seriously. Yeah, Stuart's in there. Stuart, welcome to the best channel, the fastest growing channel. Proper live shows. Every show's live, mate. 90% of it, 95, unless I'm at the match, and I'll do one a few minutes later, mate. And we're all interacting. Every message is read, and we interact with everyone. Welcome. Please join in, going and tell everyone in the family. Hope you're well, though. Everyone say welcome to Stuart. Well, the thing, what I've heard about this, and I told you guys, he is not going to be joining anytime soon as a coach or a number 2 or a number 3. He wants to take a break from the game, which is totally understandable, and he's got too much going on outside football in terms of financial investments, restaurants, property deals. He doesn't need that 9 to 5, right? And he's up to now, all his life, he's been doing it. Everyone's different. Some people, it's a drug, they can't get away from it. But for him, which I kind of thought, he'll come back maybe in a year and a half time as an ambassador. So just doing things in the background now and again, that kind of thing. That's going to be the role for Noble, I believe, unless after 2 years out the game, he misses it. He wants to be back. I can't see it. So ambassador role, that's it. No number 2, no manager West Ham in the future, nothing like that. Yeah, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. So, it's funny how, West Ham fans certainly have, and Forest fans about that Lingard thing left a bad taste in the mouth, didn't it, Tommy? Well, they're coming to London Stadium. Let's give them a good welcome, mate. I don't think he's gonna. Give him. I don't think he's in a rush to do any of that, mate. Don't think so. Yeah, I think so, mate. Yeah, and it's away, isn't it? And do you remember, like, a couple of weekends? There's only a couple of weekends last season where, due to no games in Europa, we could have the league could have given us a Saturday fixture. They didn't. They played this Sunday, and that again is underground agreements with Westfield, London Stadium, all that kind of thing, mate. Yeah, there's about eight or 9 of them. I think Leicester's one of them, isn't there? About Leicester's in there. Let me see if this article mentions Chelsea, Manchester City, Leicester, and the Mighty Hammers. Yeah, Mighty Hammers are there. We're going to go into the game in a minute. Let me flick through the chat, and we'll look at today's game, everyone. Yeah, even the Spurs game, mate. Arsenal were playing at home, weren't they? So Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham would have been on the trains. Yeah. They don't do the West Ham Millwall normally, mate. Mr. Mate, yeah. It's odd, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, listen, selfish I am. I don't want these players suddenly doing. I can't see it in no way, mate. No, he's not a Premiership player. He can do whatever he wants in Italy, mate. See, the problem with this one, kid, was PSG had to get rid of a couple of players, and it is due to that financial fair play to a certain point as well. So we knew they were desperate. There wasn't anyone else in for him, and we squeezed them by the you know what, and it kind of worked. And I thought we were really naughty because they wanted 20 million, yeah. And I thought we were really cheeky, and it worked. It won't always work, and you are gonna piss the other party off, right? But in this instance, that bargaining thing, it worked, and I thought it was good. But it ain't going to work all the time. And it's just that the situation was such that PSG were cornered with the window sort of ticking and no one else really in there. And then they kind of, all right, then. They don't really need the money anyway. You know what they like. Bit oil money in there, innit? Oil gold. Good morning. Good morning. Shall I give that show that name then? Good morning with me. Yeah, you know it, Troj. I've got a book on that, FIFA, somewhere in my collection. I read it 3-4 years ago, FIFA, how corrupt it is. I'll pull it out for the next show. I can't see it. Where the hell's it gone? I've got all the West Ham books up now. It's called the Dirty Money. Dirty Money. You can't. Yeah, you can't. Then you have to. You can't spend any money. Then they look at different things like your revenue's a big thing, shirt sponsorship, training ground, that kind of thing, and what you're bringing in, mate. We're just going to have to either sell more players for money or try to reduce wages, perhaps by getting them out on a free. Going to have to tone down a bit, mate. But then, Troy, you can get people on loan, can't you? Who have we got on loan in this window? No one, innit? Let me have a look. Does that mean we didn't even use it? Who's on loan? Oh yeah, just realised no one's on loan. So we could use the loans in January. Yeah, and then maybe only need to bring in one permanent. As long as there's no injuries and stuff like that, we should be okay then. We should be okay. Yes, it's kind of, it's the first time second time, isn't it? I think the Pellegrini spending spree was one, wasn't it? So only two in the Sullivan's time at West Ham, isn't it? 100 there and then all that kind of thing. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. But what it is, Trojan, it's their revenue, mate. Man United, Man City, Leicester's revenue is poor, and they're not really a big club. But City, Chelsea, they can do the old training ground trick, and I don't know if you realise, but due to Abramovich, the way the deal was structured, they've completely wiped out Chelsea's debt, mate. That's one of the things the government wanted him to do, was take out only a certain amount of money, and the rest had to go back into the club or other projects to do with the community and pay the debt off, which I think cheeky, innit, mate? Chelsea got out of that nicely, mate. Done a nice one. Ooh, don't know about that in the morning, Daniela. Sardines. Oh, I don't know. I'll get a bit of fun. I'm not sure. Actually, I love fish fingers in the morning, so I don't mind that. But yeah, I don't know. Sardines. I never tried that. Yeah, no. So we could do that in January, mate. Yeah, 2 loans, not more than one from each club, because some people thought we were going to get Broja and Gallagher on loan, but they could come in January, these two, because we'll see. I don't think they're going to use them. Yeah. Let me see if I can see anyone on there, mate. Let's have a look. Should you have a look? Transfers, free agents. This is all Ryan's fault. Yeah, it's all Ryan's fault now. Making me go off tangent now. All right, we have in market value order. Shall I go to the corner and make the screen bigger for you guys? Look where I look after you guys. Seriously, do you guys deserve it? I don't know. Ross Barkley's up there, everyone. Been released. Sergio Aurier, the pirate, the nutter. Sergio Aurier, the rum pirate's available, everyone. Costa's still there, apparently. 33, everyone. Oh, do you remember this guy? Trabert, the QPR guy, the dribbler, a bit like Benrahma. Oh my God, do you remember him, QPR? Adel Tarabut, whatever his name. Mata's available, everyone. But because we've got Paqueta in and Benrahma staying, we don't need Mata. Who else we got in there? Maximovic, that rings a bell. Danny Rose, everyone, left back. Danny Rose is in there. Michael Hector, centre back. Who else is in there? Fabian Delph, centre mid. So we're into players that are worth. Ben Arthur at 1 million, everyone, at the age of 35 is available. So that is that. So thank you for that, Ryan. I enjoyed that, actually. Some interesting names in there, isn't it, mate? Yeah, let's go back to the chat. Pitsy's there. Pitsy, the top boy. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Pitsy's in good spirits as usual. Who could go? Cressy might find a club. Able to speak to someone in January, is he, if his contract's up in the summer? I don't know. Batshuayi has gone somewhere for 3 mil. 3 mil? What are you talking about? Oh, Batshuayi's gone somewhere, not for a lot of money, but that's the latest transfers, isn't it? Who can go then? Fringe players. Who's a fringe player? Interesting to see what's going to happen to Johnson. Kafal, let's see if he can improve a little bit. Dawson's probably going to go, isn't he? Daniel Dawson's probably going to end up going. Lanzini's got to go, isn't he? Lanzini's got to go, I think. He's up there on the list. Danielle, you know Chelsea have spent 225 million. So it doesn't matter what revenue they're getting, which is high, no one's going to... That is just... I was like nearly fell off my chair when I saw that. Yeah. 220 million, Chelsea. I'll quickly have a look at it. Chelsea. Current season transfers. Chelsea have spent... Oh, my God. 281 million euros. That's the reason, Daniela. So they do have a good revenue, but when you're going to spend 281 million euros, mate, and they only got 58 million in return. Wow. That's a lot, isn't it? So they got 20 million for Werner. He's gone. I didn't know that. He's gone to RB, is he? Tino Werner. I didn't know that. Emerson, 15 million. Gilmore's gone, everyone. 10 million euros. Good price, isn't it? Had an awful time at Norwich. Lukaku's on loan. Batshuayi, 3 million to Fenerbahce. Batshuayi's a weird one, isn't he? He always said no to West Ham and ahead of Palace, didn't he, everyone? That's weird. So Chelsea have got Fofana, 80 million euros. Cucurella, 65. Sterling, 56. Koulibaly, 38. 18 million. Aubameyang, 12. Aubameyang, yeah. So that is that. And then I wanted to show you something. Where's it gone? Can't bloody find it now anyway. Anyway, let's go for the chat. Then we're going to go into the match. And then we'll wrap up. Get a Mackey's, Ryan. Paul Merson said Chelsea going to win 2-1. He reckons Chelsea win 2-1. Yeah, let's get listen, again, 1 point I'm happy. 1 point I'm happy. Get the game out of the way. Got something on the board. I'm all right with that. Yeah, no do I. Morning, I've lost a bloody chat. Da, 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 da. We read that, didn't we? What's happening in the chat? Left back. Okay, let's start from Tommy. I'm happy with the window. Yep, I agree with that. Left back. Yep. What am I doing with the chat? It's mixing it up. There we are. Sorry about that. Back with the chat now. I think the loans are the only thing. Yeah, 2 loans. We can bring 2 people in, mate. Yeah. Let me know if you like anyone on that free transfer list I went through. A lot of good names in there. And Mbappe, mate, he can't do it in the big stuff. He's been crap in the Champions League when it comes down to it, the business end. Crap in international tournaments, mate. Neymar's even worse. That's why I like people like, you can say what you want against Ronaldo, mate. He does it for country and club, right? So I rate him for that. Messi's been crap at World Cups. And Ronaldo, bloody even won tournament, big tournament. Was it Euros in Portugal, mate? So All right, and Stanley boy, how you doing, mate? You all right? One rule for them, one rule for everyone else, mate, isn't it? Yep. Ashley will probably be leaving, mate. Yep. If he was behaving that way, he ain't gonna get a game, mate. He's not getting no game, mate. Oh, yeah, that's where we got him from, don't we? When Big Sam, was there any Big Sam? I think it's in there to make it more level playing, isn't it? More level playing sort of environment and ground for everyone, isn't it? More level playing field, isn't it? What they say, yeah. That's what it's there for. Though, so it's there to stop what kind of Blackburn did in '92 and what Chelsea did under Abramovich. It's to stop that from happening again. So that could affect Newcastle, although they're kind of. I thought Newcastle would be up there. How much have Newcastle spent? Should have a look. Let's have a look at Newcastle before we carry on. They're an interesting point, aren't they? They spent a lot in that window Trippier came in, didn't they? Let's have a look, because they're going to have to be careful. Their revenue ain't going to shoot up yet until they get the new ground. There we go. Current season transfers. 136 million. Okay, they spent 136. 70 on Isaac, 37 Botman, 17 Matt Target, 11 Pope. But when Trippier came in, and Wood, that was a lot of money, wasn't it? 130 million the year before. Yeah, 29 on Willock, 30 Wood, Gamara's was 42, Trippier 14. They're going to have to be careful this window now. They're going to have to be careful. Yeah, it's to stop spending more than your revenue. So that if the owners stop putting money in, they want the clubs to support themselves. Like I think Man City, I'm not sure, because that is a great model that you pump it for 10 years and then you allow it to be self-sufficient, and by then your initial capital injection, you'll get it out with a profit when you sell it on, because the value's gone up and up. So you as an owner, you only make money when you sell the club, not much during it. And our owners are going to make 600% on their initial investment. I think they bought the club for 110 million, was it? So look, he's valued at 600-700, Sullivan. Yeah, we want 2 in every position, don't we? We want 2 in every position, so long as we've got 4 good centre backs. That's good. Yeah, I think he did it similar to Fired, the old Harrods and Fulham owner. They wanted a British passport badly. It's got a lot of status in the world, US, UK passports, things like that, and to kind of give himself a decent name in the world, because it can help you when you're doing business deals outside football. Very clever. The man that used to sell toys in his flat, and he was there at the right time, at the right price, and all that kind of stuff in history, wasn't it? You could buy a gas field and oil rig for like £10. It's not rocket science. They're not more clever than anyone here, mate. It's all about luck and timing, a lot of it. Yeah, but the worry is how much they're gonna. These clubs are skint, Daniela. I mean, I told you, Masuaku, the deal is 2 million at the end of next season. If they want him, is 2 million. Yeah, we did. We kicked the loads out, didn't we, mate? Yeah, I know. Must have been madness. Yeah, I'll take a draw. Yeah, Pellegrini left us in bad shape, mate. You're right. Nah, I think the salaries, you never really know. But we'll have a look at it in one of the forthcoming shows, actually. Shall I put that down? So I'll write down that Mr. Troge wants to look at the salary wages. Good idea, mate. Well, next show, next match day morning, do you want to watch me make breakfast? Or it's the only thing I can do. Can't do nothing else. Hello, Mr. Wazimbud. How you doing, sir? You're okay? Let me know in the chat if you follow cricket, mate. With a name like that, you probably do, with a T20 World Cup happening in Australia. I've gone off cricket recently. I don't know what it is. I've gone off it. It's been too much recently, mate. Lockdown. Yeah, I'm off it. I'm off it at the moment, mate. Need a break. Accounts are always out. Like, for example, if the financial year end, it was last December, then there would be out about now. So you normally, if they're audited and signed, it takes at least half a year for them to come out, right? So they're always a bit behind. So if you want to look at last year's accounts, they're probably just about out now, I would have thought, audited and signed out there, mate. Yeah. No, I think Barclay, there's something gone wrong like Dali Ali, mate. Dali Ali's in Turkey selling kebabs, mate. It's gone way down. And they said with Dali Ali, what they were saying was that he just wasn't running, wasn't interested. And Everton, Harry Redknapp told Frank Lampard to take a punt on him. You know what Harry's like? I told you he likes damaged goods, didn't I? And Frank's like, Harry, oh my God, what a mistake I made. Because I think Everton have got him permanently. So Tottenham done a nice one like that. And he just wasn't interested. He came in a Rolls Royce, didn't he? If you've heard on the podcast, he came in a podcast, Ali, in a Rolls Royce in that kind of area in Everton, which didn't go down too well with the locals. It's quite a poor area, struggling. He's lost the plot, mate. He's lost the plot. He's lost it. Ooh, put me on the spot, Mr. Butt. He's put me on the spot. Well, I did say draw at Spurs, didn't I? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll go for 2-2 again. I'll go for 2-2. I can't see Chelsea winning this if we the players that we've got, the formation that we could match them with, and we look at it man for man. I can see why Chelsea is struggling now. If you look at Chelsea's lineup, last couple of games, not that great. So I'll go for 2-2, I think, but I wouldn't be surprised if we won. Pitsy, is that 2 goals for Antonio? Let me know. I'll set him off now. 3-1. Should we go into it a minute? Let's have a look at my formation then. Let's have a look at it. This is matching what they're going to do. Silva's going to be there. So I just think I wouldn't want Krezi in there, but he's all right there. Kera there, Kufal and Cornet. So I'm dropping Bowen. I'm playing Cornet instead of Emerson. Rice check here, Paqueta Antonio behind Skamaka. So let me know what you think about that. If you have a look at Chelsea's lineup in that 2-2 draw, they played 4-3. So we're kind of matching them. So I think Rice and Souček will match Jorginho, whatever his name is, Kante. I think Kante's injured, isn't he? Listen, they're Havertz, Sterling. Yeah, they're not too bad. James is back now, isn't he? So I think to get at their 3 centre-backs, yeah, we need our boys up front doing a good job. I think, yeah, if we play flat back 4, I think Krezi or Emerson, they might struggle. I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. Again, it's just an opinion. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Okay, let me go back to your comment, Gary. So Gary's saying I would have Oggy. Dawson's not fit, mate. Dawson's not fit. Oggy instead of Krezi. Ooh, very good. Very good thinking, Gary. But the way, you know how careful Moyes is, I'm not sure if he wants... Well, then, like you said, why don't you start with him and then change it after? Bring Emerson on. I don't know. Yeah, let's see what happens. Because, yeah, well, I want Krezi to distribute a bit better in that role. That's his role there. Yeah, let's see how he gets on there, mate. Yeah. Good player, isn't he? He's had a couple of injuries, hasn't he? Yeah, he's a bit of a light boy, isn't he? Once he's got them, yeah, he takes him a while, doesn't it? Yeah, but they were in trouble, Dana. They were about to get relegated, mate. So they had to only bring in who they could in that small window, and they done well. He's a very stable player, team player. But yeah, he's obviously not the answer long term. He doesn't score enough, does he? But he's one of those solid players, isn't he? Solid 6, 7 out of 10, maybe 6.5 out of 10 every game. Shall I say? They'll get there. They'll get there. They'll get there slowly. People know money they can offer, stuff like that. They're adding 1 or 2 every window. Trippier's a great wing back. Any Trippier, mate. Free kicks and stuff like that. You know it, mate. Yeah, I heard he was from JP Morgan, didn't he? I got to look into that, how he's got in there. Yeah. Let's see what happens, Pitsy. Let's see what happens. Morning, all morning. Where you all been? Morning. It's afternoon nearly. Where you been, usual suspect? You've been hoovering. I've got to hoover the house. That's one of my chief duties in the house is cleaning and dusting. Bit of a clean freak I am. So I'm in charge of my Dyson cordless, which is one of my favourite tools in the business, mate. Bit of a DIY weekend for me. Got some stuff coming from Amazon and yeah, next couple of days. So I'm going to revamp the coat hanger area, put some painting a bit, put some new shoe racks down, coat racks, that kind of thing. I've got some nice lights coming into the West Ham bar, so that you'll be able to see that in the next couple of shows, mate. So I love a bit of DIY. I've got to sort the garden out a bit. Done a great job in the front garden this year. Now I've done a lot in the back, but a bit more to go yet. I might need to skip again. Only when you're there, mate. Only when you're there. Yeah, Tommy's my number 2. Tommy, my number 2 now on the bench. Good lad. I'm going to give you those earpieces now, Tommy. You tell me you go like that. Brilliant. Wasn't it Glenn Hoddle that did that? You started all that, before. I remember all these coaches. And Glenn was very clever. He had that wing-back system, good England team, Yeah. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Now it's Professor Arteta, and he thinks he's a dog's bollocks now, isn't it? Won 5 games. His head's going to be that big now, Arteta. He's not going to fit on the screen. His head was already that big. It's gone that way now. I hope we smash Arsenal, mate. I hope we smash Arsenal. I want David Moyes to dance in front of Arteta. I want Tony to pick him up and throw him in the tunnel. No, he's right. He's right, Troj. I could be wrong. He's right. And Tony's right side. The left is Cornet or Fornells, mate. Yeah. He's okay now, and he's over it. He's had the antibiotics. He's yeah, but with David, like, might put him on the bench for a month, mate. Throat infection, isn't it? Throat. Yeah. So do I, mate. Yeah. We roughly kind of know. Let's match him, isn't it, mate? Let's match him. No, so that's that. Let me just see what other news is there, and then we'll call it quits, really. So for me, I think a 2-2 draw. I can't see Chelsea winning, which is weird. I can't see Chelsea winning. I could see us drawing or winning. So I'm just gonna have a look at see anything else going on in there. Nah, just mentioning how good Kerr's settled in quite well. But he looks good. What else was in my note list? Yeah, anyone going today? No one's mentioned it. Let's have a look at the head-to-head quickly before we close off. Everton, Liverpool, the friendliest derby at midday, everyone. I've got a hoover. I've got enough time to hoover. Brentford, Leeds, Chelsea, West Ham. Brentford and Chelsea at home. Same time. God, they're quite close to each other. Odds are saying Chelsea are big favourites. Head-to-head. So head-to-head, everyone, it's kind of been Chelsea, West Ham, Chelsea, West Ham. So it's 50-50. And let me show you Chelsea's team that lost to Southampton, everyone. So when you looked at that team, it's not all that. I don't rate Havertz. I think he's all over the place. Ziyech is all over the place. Loftus-Cheek, Mount is not quite at it yet. So if that team played us, we'll be all right. But he does change it. He does change it a lot, though. Yeah, he does change it a lot, though, everyone. But I think, yeah, 2-2 draw. Might get a win in. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, it's a big thing is that David Moyes needs to pick the right team and be brave. Play Corny, play Paqueta, play Scamacca. But is he going to play Fornals? Lanzini, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, mate. Is it? I'm not sure. Hard to do correct score, Andy. Do double chance, maybe West Ham to win or draw. Try to do that, mate. That's the point of him coming in. You imagine you're the board member and you put that like reasonable amount of money down for him and he doesn't use any of them. How's that going to make you feel? It's a good one, isn't it? Put a quid on there, mate. Sorted. Anyway, we're going to call it quits. So, yeah, been on 1 hour 10. New show will be, yeah, every match day in the morning. We'll get on around this time. And looks like this time particularly works at weekends. Weekdays, I don't know. A lot more new things coming up soon. Yeah, we're kind of reaching, was it 1.1k? Where am I? Yeah, we're heading towards 1.1k. Then hopefully 2k. We've got the dream team ready. Yeah, we've got 3 other presenters who will be helping me in the channel. So when the Chelsea game finishes, we'll be on straight away within minutes. It'll be Matt with me. Will be, I think Danny might join me from the US. Not sure if Frankie will or Irish Tommy. We'll see. I think Irish Tommy's doing his own stuff, but we'll definitely have one person with me. And let's see what kind of mood I'm in then. I'm going to start on the rums probably at half time, and then we'll see it. Let's just go for the comments quickly. Fortunate kid. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I'm going to be going to that, Tommy. So give me a shout on Twitter, DM me, and we'll link up. Get you a pint, mate. Yeah, going to sort that ticket out this morning, mate. All right, take care. Have a great day, everyone. Be good, and hopefully, when we gather after the match, we're in good spirits. But whatever happens, it's going to be fireworks, mate. So take care. Thanks for joining in. Much appreciated.